Okay, so for example 1, there are a few more blanks that I left in the video for you to find out the answer. So please do your self-marking right now as I provide you with the answer. The first one we have is 4:7. Okay, next 9:2. 1:125. 25:2 and 7. Change what?
Must stay later or change to ML?
Hang on. You're referring to part E of the question? What did you leave your answer as? What is your final answer?
1 ml to 0.125 liter.
Okay, so we have a suggestion. How about if we leave our answer like this? 1 ml to how much?
0.25 liter.
0.25 liters.
Then 0.125.
0.125 liters, okay. 1 ml to 0.125 liters. Let's take a look at the top portions. What is the first tick that you see? Can you read it out, Samuel? A ratio is a comparison that of 2 units. Continue. They are measured in this line over here. Same units. Are these the same units? They are not the same. So we cannot use ratio already. Right? Either that or you must make sure they have the same units, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look at the next line. Please read this, Samuel. A ratio has no units. Did you have units? Oh, so does that answer your question? So this is not acceptable. We need to change them either both to ml first or both to liters first. Just like our money over here. Just like our time over here. Is there any part that you wish for me to go through? And so Jermaine pointed out that there was an error over here. This particular line. After I multiply everything throughout by 2, we get 12, 45, and this should be 30. Okay, so after that we divide by 3 for all of them. We get 4, 15, and this will be 10. Okay, now example number 4. Amanda, 18 years, Bervin, 3 years younger. Find the ratio of Amanda's age to Bervin's age. If we just do this, 18 to 15, 6 to 5. Do you think this is acceptable? Why not? Please put yourself in the shoes of the teacher and tell me whether you think this is acceptable or not. Okay, if you don't think it's acceptable, why not? What's wrong with this? There's no statement, there's no header, nothing, right? So what is this supposed to be? Amanda to Bervin or Bervin to Amanda? Are you talking so it becomes ambiguous. So how do we improve on this? We put a header on top. So we say on top of the 18, let's just put Amanda. Then on top we put Bervin with an underline. Okay, so now I know that you are comparing between these two people. And on the left hand side, all the numbers will be representing Amanda. On the right hand side, all the numbers will be representing Bervin. So you get 6 to 5. Example 6, she took part in 3 tests. The marks were in the ratio 3 to 5 to 2. Highest mark was 85. So this 85 marks is represented by, is it this 3 or the 5 or the 2? You have to be able to interpret the English that is used in mathematics. Highest was 85, referring to this 5 over here. So find the lowest mark she's got. We are trying to find out what does this 2 over here represent. Okay, so we will write 5 units represent 85 marks. That is our first statement. Okay, we can use units too. 5 units represent 85 marks. We now require 2 units. Represents. From here, there are a few things that your primary school might have taught you on how to find out the answer. So this is direct proportion. It's just the same as 3 oranges cost $1. How much do 12 oranges cost? So you take something divided by something times something. Okay? How I remember it is this 85, this number on the right hand side, divided by 5. So 8.5 over 5. So I go this way, divided by 5. And then I multiply by the 2. Oh, sorry, 85 marks. There's a dot on my screen. Okay, 85 over 5 times 2. And then the answer will be 34 marks. Okay? There should be other approaches that you guys have, but you should still arrive at the same answer. Next, Anna's savings to Bobby's savings. So we put Anna to Bobby. 3:8. Now, Carol's savings to Bobby's savings. It's the same Bobby, yeah? Carol to Bobby is 11:4. So there are 2 separate ratios, but they are connected by one common person. That is Bobby. So we can do them separately, or we can try and combine them together. And I'll show you how to combine them together in a very neat way. Let's put Carol over here. Okay, I'm going to compare all of them together. Now I'm going to go into the next line. They say that Carol to Bobby is 11:4. So Carol is 11, Bobby 4. Understand this presentation so far? You can see, Now, we want to find the, wait, what does it say? The difference between Anna and Carol. Anna and Carol, the savings is $608. So how many units actually represent $608? That's what we need to find out first. However, I cannot say that, oh, the difference between Anna and Carol in units is actually 8. I cannot say that. Because this 11 is related to 4 units over here. Whereas Bobby, he has 8 units as compared to Anna. So we need to ensure that whatever Bobby has is consistent. So we are going to change one of the ratios, either line number 1 or line number 2. We are going to change the ratio such that Bobby has a constant number over here. Which ratio do you want to change? The first or the second? Second? Okay, let's change the second ratio to become, instead of 4 to 11, what will it become? 8 to 22. Okay, so we will draw a line across like this. Draw a line across. Whatever is in our third line is now the ratio for all of them. Bobby is going to be 8 units. Carol now is going to have 22 units. What about Anna? 3. Now I have the ratio for Anna to Bobby to Carol. And now I can compare directly between Anna and Carol. Okay, so make use of the next line. The difference between Anna and Carol's savings is $608. How many units represents $608? 19. Okay, so 19 units represent 608. Find the amount of Bobby's savings. So Bobby will have 8 units. 8 units represent 608 over 19 times 8. And we get 256. If you think this presentation is useful, please copy it down. Even though your own method is also correct. Next, example number 9. A senior citizens club has 98 members. Ratio of men to women, 5:9. So from here we can tell exactly how many men there are, exactly how many women there are, and we can subtract if we want to find the difference. So after that, 22 new members joined the club. They didn't say whether there are men or women for this 22. However, they did tell us that the new ratio is 9:11. So how many men joined the club? Pretty straightforward question. Initially, number of men. Number of men at first. Men, we've got 5 units. So 5 divided by total of 14 units, 5 plus 9, times 98. We have 35. 35 men at first. New number of men. Now we have 9 units out of a total of 20 units who are men. 9 out of 9 plus 11. The total number of people will be 22 plus 98. Okay, 22 is not the final number of people. The final number of people is 22 plus 98. Okay, so here we have 54 men. To find the number of men who join, will be 54 minus 35, give us 19. Five x equals to 2y. Equals to 2y. So x to y is equal to 5:2. Is that correct? Is it correct? Are you tempted to write this? Because I am when I was a student. Very tempted to write this. 5x is the same as 2y. So x to y must be 5:2. Unfortunately, this is wrong. Okay, so it can get quite mind-boggling, very hard to understand how to arrive at 2:5 as the final answer, as the correct final answer. But there is a simple way to do this, and that is if we remember that ratios can be written in fractions. Okay, so we need to know that ratios can be expressed in fractions. So for example, A is to B can be written as A over B. Okay, so if we say x to y is equals to 3 to 10. For example, x to y is the same as 3:10. We are saying that x over y is equal to 3/10. This is an equivalent form of writing ratios, and this is our key to be able to solve this type of question, and it will always come out for your exams. Since now I require x to y, tell me what is the fraction I should be finding? X over y. I want to find x over y. The moment I have the fraction x over y, I will have the answer. Okay, right now the left hand side is 5x. I want to end up with x over y. What should I do? Divide by 5. Okay, you see there's no 5 over here, right? It's just x over y. So let us divide by 5. We must do the same over here, divide by 5. We arrive at x equals to 2/5 y. Okay, now I want x over y. I only have x. What should I do next? divide by y. So we get x over y all the way down to the next line already. X over y will now be equal to 2 over 5. If x over y is 2 over 5, what is the ratio of x to y? Is it clear now? X corresponds to 2 units, y corresponds to 5 units. 2 is to 5. So this one you must know the equivalence of ratios and fractions. Okay, moving on. Example number 12. So similar type of question again. Since you require A is to B, since we need A is to B, then we must have a fraction written as A over B. At the moment we have 3 over 7A equals to 1 over 5B. What should I do to get A over B equals to something? Okay, what will you propose as the step? Divide by 3 over 7. Yeah, actually we can use our calculator to straight away get the value. So here, we just divide by 3 over 7. So similarly, we also must divide by 3 over 7. Okay? And then you divide by B also. After that, divide by B. Okay, so there are 2 steps over here. Hang on. So on the right hand side, it will be 1 over 5. Fraction 1 over 5. This is divided by another fraction which is 3 over 7. You get 7 over 15. So this tells us that A is to B must be 7 to 15. Okay? Yes, Samuel, what's your question? Flip. What do you mean by flip? Flip what? Change what? Change both numbers. Can you be more specific? Let me use another color. So at the moment we have change color. At the moment we have 3 over 7A is 1 over 5B. Okay, what are you suggesting? 5 times 3, so you mean you just write 5 times 3 equals 15 like this? Is this what you write? You want to come out and write? Because I don't understand what you're saying.
3 times 5 is 15, right? Then 7 times 5 is 7.
Cross multiply. Are you suggesting this? 3A over 7 equals to B over 5. Then you take a pencil and you multiply this way. Is this what you're saying? Yes or no, Samuel? No, that doesn't look like what you're saying, right? Since you're not answering me. So instead of me trying to guess, would you like to come out and write? Are you giving up?
No, I just forgot.
You can see me later if you want to verify whether your approach is okay, okay? So Harry, do you want to try what I just wrote? Why don't you just try it since you're curious? The cross multiplying, is it? Okay, Omera, do you understand the red one? Okay, so Harry, just for you. You don't understand which part? The red one? You don't understand why he wants to cross multiply. But is that what he's saying in the first place? I also don't know. I also don't know whether that is what he meant or not. So Samuel, don't worry, you can speak to me later, okay? So for the rest, please don't confuse yourself. Moving on, we have just a few more questions. I think 2 of them. Okay, so Ben inherits some money, divided money, education, holiday, savings. 3 to 4 to 5. 1,000 into savings. So we need to identify savings comes in a third number. So this 5 over here represents our savings. And calculate the amount of money he inherits. So I want everything. In other words, 5 units represents $1,000. Okay, so a total of 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 3 plus 4 plus 5 units represents 1,000 over 5 times 12. And we get 2,400. Then the last one. Actually, for this question, right, do you think you could have done this in primary school? Yes. It is an O-level question. Isn't it amazing? Okay, last one. Now, 3 is to 5 is 2x minus 12. Looks complicated. Don't know how to do. But what if we were to rewrite this in a fraction? How will you write this as a fraction? 3 over 5 equals to 2x minus 3y over x plus 5y. Did you have this as your first step? If you didn't have this as your first step, I don't think you can do it. But if you have this as your first step, can you continue from here? Okay, what should we do next? Harry, what should we do next? There's a reason why I'm asking you. Do you all know why I'm asking him? No? What have you been telling me to do just now? Multiply, right? Yeah, so that's why I asked you lah. So what should we do over here? 5 times 2x minus 3y equals to 3 times of x plus 5y. What do you think we should do next? Expand, okay. 5, this is a positive 5. So since this is positive, when after I multiply, I will not change the sign. They stay the same. 5 times 2x, I get 10x. 5 times negative 3y, negative 15y. And on the other side, we have 3x plus 15y. Now we want to group the terms together. All the x together, all the y together. Because I know that I'm eventually going to find an x over y. Okay, I would like to put all the x on the left hand side. I would like to put all the y on the right hand side. So that my final step, I just divide the y and then I'll get x over y. You get what I'm saying? If I work it out such that I get something x equals to something y, then my next step will be divide by y. Divide by y, so that I'll obtain an x over y. Something x over y equals to something. And this is what I require. I want the x over y. Now if you don't follow this, it is fine. Okay? You will still get the correct answer. Now, as mentioned, group all the x terms together. Should we put the x on the left hand side? Do you want that to happen? Yeah, sure, let's do that. We subtract 3x on both sides. So you obtain 7x. Alright? Now we have 7x. Do you want all the y to be on the left hand side or do you want it on the right hand side? Based on my explanation, we should have the y on the right hand side. But if you do not know that, you don't know why I'm saying that, don't worry. Let's just go with your instincts. Normally we put everything on the left hand side. Let's just continue doing that. So we have minus 30y equals to 0. All agree with this step so far? We are just subtracting 3x on both sides. We are just subtracting 15y on both sides. Any questions so far as to arriving at this step? I don't know how to get to this step. Anybody? Okay. Now 7x minus 30y is equal to 0. Definitely there is a relationship between x and y, right? 7x minus 30y equals to 0. What does that tell you about 7x and 30y? What does that tell you about 7x and 30y? They are the same lah. They are the same, right? So that you minus one from the other, it must be 0. So actually, 7x is equal to 30y. Agree so far? Now I want the ratio of 21x to 8y. 21x to 8y. If only I can write this, 21x is to 8y, and then I have an answer. Then I will be able to solve this already. Or if only I can have the left hand side looking like this, 21x over 8y. If only the left hand side is 21x over 8y and I have a fraction, then I have the answer right. But it is not so straightforward. At the moment it is 7x to 30y. What do you suggest the next step to be? My goal is to reach 21x over 8y. Currently I have 7x. What should I do? X over y is 30 over 7. Agree so far? Then what's the next step? So here she did 2 steps at the same time. Are you able to do these 2 steps at the same time? All along I've been doing divide by 7, divide by 7, divide by y, divide by y. But Si Ting, she did 2 steps. She did them both together. So she found x over y immediately. Okay? What's the next step? I still haven't gotten 21x over 8y. I only have x over y. What should I do? Multiply by something. What should I multiply by? 21 over 8. X over y times 21 over 8, I get 21x over 8y. So on the other side, I also must times 21 over 8. Currently it is 30 over 7 times 21 over 8. Answer? 2, 15. 45 over 4. You get this answer? Another method. Okay, can you show me the other method then? Hey, show me our